Reza Pahlavi isn't just Iran's former crown prince. He's a billionaire with a fascinating story of legacy, power, and exile. From royal palaces to global influence, his life is a mix of luxury and responsibility few can imagine. In this video, we're taking you inside the lavish world of Reza Pahlavi in 2025, exploring his net worth, his mansions, and how he balances his royal heritage with today's challenges. Before we jump in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because the story of royalty in the modern age is one you won't want to miss. The Pahlavi fortune origins. Reza Pahlavi's considerable wealth traces back to his father, the late Shah of Iran, who reigned until the seismic upheaval of the 1979 Islamic Revolution. During his decades in power, the Shah amassed an enormous fortune, worth billions in today's terms, largely fueled by the country's vast oil revenues, lucrative international investments, and carefully cultivated strategic alliances with Western governments and corporations. Anticipating political turmoil, the royal family took proactive measures to safeguard their assets, discreetly transferring substantial sums to secure Swiss bank accounts, purchasing prime American real estate, and acquiring valuable European holdings well before their abrupt exile. When the Pahlavi family fled Iran, they did not leave empty-handed. Rather, they carried with them the keys to a sprawling financial empire. Reza Pahlavi inherited much more than mere wealth. He gained control over a complex portfolio of blue-chip stocks, precious metals, rare art collections, and diversified real estate holdings that span continents. Unlike many deposed royal families who witnessed their fortunes rapidly dissipate, the Pahlavis successfully maintained and even expanded their financial standing through astute management and savvy investment decisions. This legacy of careful stewardship continues to underpin their influence and ability to fund various initiatives in exile. Luxury real estate empire. Reza Pahlavi's extensive property portfolio could easily be mistaken for the pages of a luxury travel magazine, showcasing some of the finest residences across the globe. At the heart of his American holdings stands his primary residence, a breathtaking mansion located in Potomac, Maryland, valued at well over $8 million. This grand estate is a true sanctuary, boasting impeccably manicured gardens that stretch across the grounds, a private tennis court for leisure and exercise, and a vast number of rooms that could comfortably accommodate the guests of a boutique hotel. Situated on several acres of pristine land, the property ensures unparalleled privacy and top-tier security, providing a peaceful refuge for the exiled prince and his family away from public scrutiny. Yet, Maryland is merely the starting point of his real estate empire. Reza Pahlavi's portfolio includes several other luxurious properties scattered throughout the United States. Among the most notable is his stunning penthouse apartment in Manhattan, perched high above the city with sweeping panoramic views of Central Park, an urban oasis that epitomizes sophisticated city living. Crossing the Atlantic, his European estates add an extra layer of grandeur to his holdings. A majestic chateau nestled in the French countryside exudes old-world elegance, while a lavish villa on the sun-kissed Italian Riviera offers breathtaking coastal vistas and year-round luxury. Each of these properties is meticulously maintained by a dedicated full-time staff, underscoring their role not just as investments, but as living embodiments of his royal heritage and a lifestyle defined by refined opulence. Private aviation and transportation. Commercial flights are apparently beneath the crown prince. Reza Pahlavi travels exclusively via private jet, owning multiple aircraft that cost more than most people's lifetime earnings. His flagship plane is a customized Boeing business jet worth over $50 million, featuring bedrooms, a full kitchen, conference rooms, and luxury amenities that rival five-star hotels. His ground transportation is equally impressive. The prince maintains a collection of luxury vehicles, including Bentleys, Rolls-Royces, and rare vintage cars. Each vehicle is maintained by professional mechanics and stored in climate-controlled garages across his various properties. Security vehicles accompany him wherever he goes, creating convoys that would make heads of state envious. Educational investments and elite connections. Education has always been a priority for the Pahlavi family. but their approach involves the most expensive institutions money can buy. Reza Pahlavi attended prestigious schools and universities, building networks with future world leaders, business moguls, and influential families. His children follow the same path, attending elite private schools that cost more per year than most people's salaries. These educational investments aren't just about learning. They're about maintaining social status and building the connections necessary to preserve wealth and influence across generations. The prince regularly attends alumni events, charity galas, and exclusive gatherings where multi-million-dollar deals are discussed over champagne and caviar. Political influence and lobbying expenses. Maintaining relevance in international politics requires serious financial commitment. Reza Pahlavi spends millions annually on lobbying efforts, public relations campaigns, and political consultants who work to keep the idea of a restored Iranian monarchy alive in Washington and European capitals. These expenses include hiring former government officials, funding think tanks, and organizing conferences that promote his vision for Iran's future. His political activities extend to media appearances, documentary productions, and social media campaigns that reach millions of Iranians, both inside and outside their homeland. Every interview, every statement, and every public appearance is carefully orchestrated by teams of professionals who understand the delicate balance of exile politics and international relations. Charitable foundations and tax benefits. Like many ultra-wealthy individuals and prominent figures, the Crown Prince oversees multiple charitable foundations that fulfill a dual role. They carry out authentic humanitarian efforts while also providing substantial tax advantages. These organizations are dedicated to supporting causes close to the family's values, including aid for Iranian refugees displaced by conflict, funding scholarships to empower talented students, and initiatives aimed at preserving and promoting Iranian cultural heritage. While the philanthropic work undertaken by these foundations is both meaningful and impactful, the tax incentives they afford are equally important, helping to safeguard and sustain the family's considerable fortune for generations to come. Beyond their charitable mission, these foundations function as powerful networking platforms. They bring together an exclusive circle of wealthy benefactors, influential political figures, and respected cultural leaders, all united by shared interest in Middle Eastern affairs and cultural diplomacy. Through events, galas, and collaborative projects, the foundations facilitate connections that not only advance their humanitarian goals, but also strengthen the Crown Prince's influence and alliances on the global stage. Reza Pahlavi's life shows that wealth and legacy come with complex challenges, but also incredible influence. Which part of his story surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. Awareness is the first step to understanding. If you enjoyed this look at one of Iran's most famous figures, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the stories behind the headlines.